Superstorm Sandy has made climate change a hot talking point in the United States this week, and it may work against Republican candidate Mitt Romney. President Obama has just received the backing of New York's independent Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Bloomberg says Obama's the better candidate to tackling global warming. Both men were vying for Bloomberg's support. So what are the president's environmental policies? According to his campaign website, his administration has more than doubled production of renewable energy from wind and solar power, brought in the first national safeguards to cut down mercury and other toxic emissions, and has created policies that aim to cut carbon pollution from cars by half. Daniel Kessler is from 350.org, an environmental campaign group. He joins us from San Francisco. And Mr. Kessler, New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg is endorsing President Obama, saying he has better climate change policies. But what do you make of President Obama's record?
Well, it's certainly mixed. He hasn't gone far enough, fast enough, and he hasn't used all the powers of the presidency to address perhaps the largest problem that humanity has ever faced, which is climate change. But he has made significant progress. The president had made the largest down payment on clean energy in the history of the world, which was the stimulus package in 2009. He raised fuel economy standards for cars and trucks to almost 55 miles per gallon, which is going to save billions of barrels of oil. And he's protected the Environmental Protection Agency from really craven attacks from Republicans who really want to strip its power to regulate some of the worst polluters that we have. So it's a mixed record. He hasn't gone far enough, fast enough, but he's certainly made some progress.
What else would you have liked to have seen him do in this presidency?
Well, we need to keep about 80% of the known carbon reserves in the world underground. The scientists tell us that we're on our way to 6-degree temperature rise. That's very scary. We've already raised global temperatures by about 0.8 degrees Celsius, and we just saw last week with Hurricane Sandy what the results of that can be. It's quite devastating. I'm very afraid to find out what 2 or 3 or 4 degree temperature rise would be. So the United States, with our traditional kind of role as a leader in the world, should be leading on this issue, and we're not doing that right now. We're actually being outpaced by countries like Germany and China. But we need leadership from the U.S., and President Obama should be the person to deliver that leadership.
And what about what he's done so far, what President Obama has done so far? How do you think that compares with what Mitt Romney says he'll do?
Well, my organization, 350.org, doesn't endorse candidates, so people shouldn't take this as an endorsement. But President Obama certainly has a mixed record on climate and energy, but he has made a lot of progress. We kind of know what he would do. Mitt Romney, we have no idea what he would do. His record is quite mixed and in many places very poor. This past summer, he released a 21-page energy plan, and it never mentions climate change or global warming. And it seems like it was written by the fossil fuel industry. So, I don't know what Mitt Romney would do if he's elected, but it seems pretty scary.
That's Daniel Kessler joining us from San Francisco from 350 Environmental Campaign Group. Thank you very much.